All right, guys. So this is the marketing machine or the marketing station that we talked about, and some of you requested an overview video. So, like I mentioned, everything starts with a list and a campaign. So I'm gonna go ahead briefly over that. So just like I talked about, it starts with a list first, and just like we have that, we talked about the unknown equity we market the temperature, and we market if it's active or inactive list. You can do that as you go, and then we can add pull task for your prospective market. So, and this pulls the information from this app right here. So from your major market, add your major market in here. So whatever market that you're in, just add it as one, and keep adding them as you grow, as your company grows, and then you add that for the market here. And we tell the pretty much the system to remind us every 90 days we need to pull this list, and we activate that. So you'll get a reminder inside the tasks app that you need to pull a list, pretty much. So your task app has that, has filtering options, has other stuff in it, but if you need to pull a list, it'll tell you in here. All right, so now that we covered this, and of course you can add as many as you want in here, and based on the temperature over here. The second thing we go over, and by the way, you can actually create your own sequences from here for like call calling, how many sequences and all, and you can create that from right here. So you don't have to do that manually, so it does it for you. So it'll create a sequence for an unknown, and it's gonna look like this. So let's see the sequence that we talked about the other day. So pretty much this was created from there by the system when I click create. So it'll attach the list for unknown equity, and it was for RVM because that's what we selected. And then I want this to renew every 21 days 5 times. So let's say for an unknown equity and we're doing RVM, it's actually gonna do that every 21 days 5 times. So let's say we did it today. It was the first. On the 21st, is gonna ask me to do it again, and then 21 days after that, 21 days after that, until the 5 times is done, and we'll stop. So you can change that as you. Let's say you want to do it 10 times, and you want to change the date. You can do that right from here, and you click active. If you want to create sequences, um, you can create it from here as well. So that one for the template sequence. So if you have 5, it'll create 5 different template for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But since I already created one, you don't have to do it. So it'll go based off this number that you have over here. So you don't have to do them manually, obviously, because you can lose track. And it'll tag it for you. Everything is tagged properly for you once you do it through the system. All right, now we have the template tab. For RVM, you can use different voicemails. You can have different mail pieces. For the first one, let's say we like to use the street view. For the second one, we can say the follow-up or the distress one. So you can always have different templates attached to this. So whatever we can do, and these ones are pending because we haven't done template 2 yet. We're still the active ones right here. Let's say for foreclosure, we like to send the distress postcard, and we have that as well. Like it's already set for us and inside of a folder, so we call it that. You can call yours any name, or you can have a custom one built for you. So we have that for regular ones, probate, not divorce, code violations. Um, yeah, we have different templates. So anyway, so let's say for this one, we're gonna do the legal and distress voice broadcast. For touch 2, once we go down to like more touches, you're gonna see follow-up. We'll use the follow-up voicemail. Use follow-up template 1, as I showed you guys in the mastermind that we had, or the hot seat that we haven't recorded. So now this is all pretty much like setting things up the way you want it, because it's gonna talk to this app right here. And now to start a new list. Sorry guys, we got disconnected. So again, campaigns. Let's say we created Las Vegas RVM campaign, and we click for what, and then the name and the number, the phone number that we put in CallRail, and that's pretty much it. And we click the major market. So campaign is a pretty simple app. Now the next thing is this is the list and the filtering. So when we get a new list, so this now the most important apps, it becomes these two. After you set everything up one time, now this is the only two apps that you start working with. So let's see if we got, I'm gonna create an example right now. So let's say today's date, and let's say you use Maricopa County and source with list source. And list type, let's say it was the unknown equity, and major market, of course, it's Arizona. All right, now you save that. You wait a few seconds, and I refresh because it'll pull up. It'll create a task for our VA that she needs to filter that list. Of course, we would be attaching that list in here, and it'll tag the temperature on its own. But here, let's refresh. It should do it. There we go. And now its filtering is untouched, and then it goes down to, once she filters it, which is using the macros that I provided you guys, and after that she skip trace it, then now it's come down to planning. So planning, let's say we're scheduling for today, we're sending, let's say there's 10,000 RVMs or 10,000 mailers. Let's do mail RVM, and you want to split it in 3 files. The first file you want to do 5,000. The second file you want to do 2,500 and 2,500. And then now we'll do the exit trigger, RVM, and then in between, days in between, we'll do, let's do a day in between each, and Monday through Friday, or you can do Monday to Sunday. And then now we click create marketing. And of course, after you create those marketing that's going to show up right now, you'll drop the files that you have to break using the macros again that we provided you guys with. So now it created 3 campaigns for us, and a day in between each. So what happens is now it pulls that up, it's untouched, and boom, touch one. So once you click completed, it's gonna remind you to do it again for what day you're gonna do it. That marketing changed. And as you see, now the schedule completed. Now it changed the date for 7/2 based on the sequence that we had created in the first apps. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Now there's the second one out of 3 and third one out of 3. So now this is pretty much like a calendar for you. Now that's inside planning. So once we're done with the planning, so what we're using, sorry guys, we got cut off. So it would be in here, but the one we just did, I marked it as it was completed. So, but normally it would show up in current day marketing, so you'll know how many marketing that you need to do. And up front right here, it'll tell you how many lists that needs to be filtered, how many lists need to be pulled, how many current day marketing need to be done, and so this one's pulling because it normally updates it pretty quickly. All right, hopefully that explains it. And in here we created a single skip app that for our VA, so she skips trace everything that she sees. All right, guys, hopefully that explains it.